We also now have the introduction of this variable that last night Patrick Kane looked dangerous. He looked crafty. And he had a hat trick of posts. There were multiple times, and if you watch the game, I'm sure you saw it, right? There were multiple times that you jumped out of your seat, because you thought Patrick Kane was going to score in his first game as a Detroit Red Wing. And they were talking about maybe 12, 13 minutes. He played 16 minutes and 33 seconds last night. And one game is not enough to draw any conclusions, okay? And it's against a bad hockey team. But there's no question he looked good. No question. For that 16 minutes and 33 seconds he was on the ice. Okay, so here we got a playoff caliber team. We got a potential star that has joined the team. I don't want to oversell it, but, I mean, this is a massive name. And he might be able to contribute. And there was nothing last night that led me to believe he's not going to be able to contribute. But unfortunately, this veteran team blew a 4-0 lead and lost in overtime. Now, the first period, the big excitement was the Wings killing that power play. That was kind of the extent of it. And then the second period was completely drunk. So, Costin scores off the face-off, bouncing puck. A little bit of puck luck there. It's 1-0. Then Sprong going for a line change, throws it at the net. Rasmussen tips it in. Then seconds later, Rasmussen does the exact same thing. It's 3-0. And then Lucas Raymond on the great pass from Sherratt. And it's 4-0 in San Jose. For people who missed it, this is what's wild. It's 4-0 Red Wings in like 3 minutes of real time. Goes from 0-0 to 4-0. And on the fourth goal, San Jose gets an unsportsmanlike minor. So the Red Wings are up 4-0 and on the power play. And just like that, bam, bam, they give up 2 shorthanded goals. 2 and a third goal right after the penalty expires. So this 7-goal barrage takes place. And then San Jose scores right near the end of the period. I get up to run to the bathroom. It's 4-3. And when I get back, it's 4-4. I'm like, are you kidding me? The wildest period of hockey and stretch of hockey I can remember. So you go to the third period, Larkin scores, make it 5-4, and San Jose ties it with the empty net. And then the Wings lose in overtime when Larkin blows a tire and they get a 2-on-1 and San Jose wins the game. Now, you could say their youth showed there if they were young, but they're not. And they still got a point, okay? You know, you point, you try and get, and that's isn't the end of the world. It's one game. And if you use this, if somehow, some way, even though you've got veterans on this team, I mean, it's still a team that's probably growing, playing together because there are a lot of new parts. Okay, can you use this blown opportunity? Because that lead should not have been blown. It was 4-0. And not only was it blown quickly. So wild freaking game. I bet there was heavy tune-in, radio and television to see Patrick Kane. And what we got treated to was a wild affair, a disappointing result. But as I wake up on a Friday morning after watching that game, I'm still very encouraged. Very encouraged. And they're never going to be probably a great defensive team. We're going to get Kenny in here to talk about it. But why am I encouraged? Because I think Patrick Kane, the 16 minutes and 33 seconds, I think he is going to add something. Very disappointing that they blew it. And make no bones about it, they did. But my net on this one is good early returns on Patrick Kane. Hopefully a lot to learn from.
I had these high expectations for him, and I said maybe I'm a fool, and maybe because it's just his name alone, and I said it. I expected him to do something. I was excited. I know the injury was something that we didn't have a lot of information on as far as guys coming back from a Gator, would read off the history of it. But it was awesome to see. And you're right, it's only one game, it's only 16 minutes, but I expect more of it. And the more he gets in game shape and the more he plays and the more he gets chemistry with his teammates. The 3 shots that hit the post.
Yeah.
To me, is there a more exciting miss in sports than the ringing off the post? Like there isn't, right? Like
I mean, right? What's the other sport? The doink in football is
like a missed dunk in basketball.
I guess.
In baseball, what?
I don't know if there is one in baseball. Is it a deep fly ball just foul? I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Because if it hits the post,
that's fair.
If it hits the foul pole, it's fair.
I almost count the shots in hockey that hit the post shots on goal, and I know they're not because they didn't go in. They didn't have a chance to go in.
They didn't have a chance to go in. Yeah.
But to me, I'm like, that's a shot on goal.
I don't know. Like this, you know what I felt like I watched in the second period? I thought I watched. Yari Curry had 2 goals. Gretzky had 3 assists, and the Edmonton Oilers beat the LA Kings 7-6. Like that was classic 80s hockey. And it's probably not something that you take last night and you go, this is how you build a Stanley Cup winner. But I like what Kane is going to bring to the table, and hopefully they learn from it. But hey, Red Wing fans and non-Red Wing fans, we got a hockey product that at the very least was entertaining, and the chance to maybe just maybe, be a Stanley Cup team, Stanley Cup playoff team. The question is, can they make a run, right? If they do get in. 248-539-9797.